like, how about we do a market? We would always do our booths at Rose Bowl and at other events. We would set up, and we'd always have like drinks, or we would always kind of make it like a kind of like a fun environment by adding alcohol or music maybe into the mix. We like to throw parties. We knew how to like kind of have fun, you know. So we were like, let's create a market, and that's what we did. So
Man, you've been waiting for the drum beater, drum beater, drum beater, drum beater.
Mama, beautiful people of Due Day Studios, everybody that's checking us out on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff. You guys, your boy Dominic from Due Day Studios. And I got a special guest with me, someone that's special to me, someone that's very humble to me, but another person that's very special to me, someone that I'm honored to call my brother. I got my boy BJ, DJ, Daddy Val up in this bitch.
Papa. We got a very special guest today. We got the biggest shooter, the biggest sniper, Snipe LA, LOL.
Boom.
This guy, honestly, I think he should be on Shark Tank with all like the projects that he has on his back. Because we're talking ambiente. We're talking about No Ordinary Gift Shop. We're talking about Garage Space. We're talking about DTA.
Another one.
And I'm probably missing some, but we got Big Mike.
Big Mike.
yo, what's up? Hey guys.
How you feeling, Big Mike?
Good.
Good. I know. Mama, please, you guys don't skip this part. The main sponsorship for this video is nothing but the best on Melrose, Due Day Studios. Yes, of course, 7361 Melrose Avenue. Catch us there at Due Day Studios, at Due Day Melrose. Catch us everywhere, you guys. Just please don't skip this part. Why are we all doing this? All right, on to the next video. This is a special guest I got. He's the most humblest guy in this game that I know. Let's go. I know before this we were like shooting shit and then we were laughing about like the inside joke, but I don't know if we could say that inside joke, you know?
Yeah, no.
No, but you know, someone's in here, someone that
Yeah.
did something dirty, you know, in the game right here, but.
Oh God.
Oh shit! But how you feeling, Big Mike?
I'm feeling good, you know. Tired.
Yeah, how was it last night? Cause you guys did the event, right? The Ambiente.
Yeah, we had Ambiente Central, party, man. It was just straight up party. A lot of dancing, a lot of drinking, a lot of photos. And yeah.
When you do that stuff, like how long does it, like what time do you get there? What time do you leave?
It just depends. Yesterday I got there like around 8 and waited till the whole thing ended around like 2. You know, I take photos at Ambiente. So, you know, I'm just trying to capture literally everything that goes down from the drinking to the eating, the dancing, you know, everyone, you know, having a good time, intimate moments, you know, just cool shit that happens there. So it's fun. It's work, but it's fun. It's like, you know, it can be stressful, but like I'm happy doing it, you know?
Mm-hmm. How many drinks did you have? And how many joints did you smoke?
Damn,
and
that's an important question.
As the night gets like progressively like more intoxicated, do the pictures get better?
Oh. Sorry. All right. How many drinks did I have? Well, I wasn't trying to, you know, pay crazy for drinks. So on the way there, I was down in a few mango carts I had bought.
Oh,
a little pregame. You know, a little pregame.
That's good, bro. I haven't had.
I like the mango blue moons.
Yeah,
yeah, I can see you drinking that.
Yeah,
nice.
little 6-pack, right?
jacket.
You know, $10 from CVS. Drink it on the way there, and then
while you're driving, you're drinking them.
No. I take
That's something that Adrian would do.
Yeah.
Adrian from Second Out. Oh,
Yeah.
Adrian from nowhere. What's the Pacific will talk, you know?
Yeah, fucking. No, I took the metro there, so I got on to North Hollywood, and then took the red line all the way to Pershing, and then walked from there to the thing. Nice. And it was just chill because I was strolling. I could take my time. You know, I'm drinking, so you know I don't want to be doing that. You know, if I was driving, but fucking yeah, man. I had 4, and then.
Wait, this was like 4 at 8 o'clock or before 8?
Before 8. So this was on the way there. It's probably like around.
You
7.
drink like Big K.
Was
That's crazy. Big K.
Nah, I would say Big K still drinks the most.
Oh yeah, he outdoes everybody on the team.
Yeah, Loki has a problem.
Yeah, man. But what were you saying? Like
I drank 4 on the way there. I gave 1 to a bum before I got there, and then I gave 1 to my homie, and then yeah, so I had about like 4 beers.
Damn, and you don't know how many when you got there.
Oh, when I got there, I had an IPA, then I had another mixed drink someone got for me. Took 2 shots, and then another beer after that, and that was it. But I was pretty lit up, you know.
How many Jeffries did you
I say
smoke?
3 joints.
3?
Some of the homies had
Jeffries.
joints, and we smoked
Yeah.
some.
That's
A few cigarettes for sure, you know.
That
Got
It's
me
like
all
in that movie, huh?
I was all woozy, and then I like smoked a cig, and I level out.
shit.
Really chill.
Nice.
So back to the question: do you think that as you kind of settle in more, you get more of a buzz, you drink or whatever, do the pictures get better?
I used to say they did, you know, because sometimes I would take them and not like realize like how I was doing it until I get the pictures back and they come out cool. But it's not that they get better; it's that you get more comfortable going up to somebody and being like, "Yo, let me get a picture of you,"
Oh,
and being able to like. I feel like for me at least, it's easier for me to like be up front and direct somebody real quick instead of kind of being shy and being like, "Am I in your personal space?" When I'm a little more lit, I'm like, you know, like, "Hey, let me get a photo," like, and I'm a little more quick with it, you know, and I kind of know what I'm doing, you know. But I don't know.
So that's the
gives me-
key to good photography is you have to drink a little bit.
I think it's maybe for everything, bro. Like going out, like
It's just my nerves. It's more so
mingling.
my nerves, you know. They calm my nerves for me to like overthink when I'm talking to somebody, you know.
Yeah, Big Mike. I never asked you this, bro. And I know you know. Like I met you a few years ago. So
Yeah.
where did you grow up at?
I grew up in the Valley. I mean, A18 area. I mean, all A18, but my bad. I grew up in the Valley, near like Canoga Park area, Winnetka, in those like areas down there. I went to Chatsworth.
Oh shit! And when you were in Chatsworth, did you start photography there, or was it?
My friends around me were doing it. And that was towards like the end of senior year, a little bit after high school, and I kind of was just like, I saw a few of my homies doing it, but one of my homies that was closer to me, his name's Jeevan. Shout out Jeevan.
One time.
The homie Jeevan. Shout out to him.
You know
He got me
Jeevan?
into photography. He got me into photography because he was taking them, and I was like, yo, I want to try that. And he literally just taught me a few things, and from there, I just was taking photos. Like,
What
never
type
stopped.
of photography did you start with?
Film. I've just been doing film, you know. I just like the way it looked. You know, sometimes I would take my friend's camera and kind of like practice with that. But once I was like, all right, it's time just to do film, I just locked into film. It was only like a month I was shooting with digital, and I just dove into film after a few point and shoots that I like developed.
And when did you start getting into vintage?
Kind of around the same time,
Yeah.
I want to say.
So
Yeah.
you used to go like thrifting and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and I would find cameras, I would find CDs, like, you know, that's a whole other story too. But like, that's how Adrian found me too, because he saw I was doing
Bingo.
vintage.
Oh, so that's how you guys met?
Yeah, because we met in high school.
Oh, he used to go to.
Yeah.
Oh,
He went
shit.
to high school with me. So I mean, you know, I don't know how you want to start that question off, but
Yeah, no.
we met at high school because we're funny. You know, we like to crack jokes. He was 2 classes above me, but we were his first year of football. He was on JV and I was on JV as a freshman, so we kind of clicked there. And then I just kept playing football. He didn't play anymore, but we were still cool. Jokes around campus, shit like that. And then till after when we met again, later on to like start a project, he was just like, "Yo, I seen you like thrift. I see you post stuff on your stories. Like, let's do some shit." And then we're here now.
Oh, so you would post like in your Instagram?
Yeah, I would
story.
post on Instagram what I find or like CDs I have, like what I find for the day and shit like that. And just because I liked it, not more so I was gonna sell it. But you know how Adrian is always like on the
Yeah, he's on the hunt.
yeah, and that's how he thought. So he's like, there's something here, it's creative.
Yeah.
But the photography didn't even play a part in anything. It was just something I was doing until like, we've grown into like doing DTA and me having to step up and, take on that role of like, okay, I'm going to get recap. I'm going to, like everything kind of just like fell together. It was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
and then when he started his first venture, were you still involved with it? Were you involved with it like at first? Because I met him like 5 years ago, maybe. I
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
say.
So it was me, him, and the other homie, Levi.
Levi, yeah.
And
they
we were
were-
all, that was like the team,
Mm.
But I was for sure starting out then, so it was a lot for me to learn until like I'm at to this point, and there's still a lot for me to learn. So but
And
yeah.
then at least you guys learned from that,
Yeah,
hurdle
the
that you guys went through.
situation that happened is just it is what it is, you know. You know, like there's always gonna be ups and downs, but it's kind of what you do after that, you know. I mean, him have been able to make something happen, make something work, you know.
I want to ask, speaking of that, how do you keep a good business relationship like that with your homie, like just straight? Because that's been a minute now since you guys met and started, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, knowing as I don't have a car, so I'm with him most of the time if we're going somewhere, because me and him live in the same area. So if we're bouncing out, like, yo, let's go. Like, in the morning, let's go in the afternoon, let's go somewhere, you know? So just kind of like, we've been in that same kind of like area for a few minutes, like for a few years, and it's like, damn, like we've done all this, and like we we talk, you know, to have.
Right.
I guess it's not always gonna be the best thing, you know. We have our moments where we fight, or you know, we get mad at each other. Happens to this day, but it's more so like, I don't know, been able to bond with somebody, you've been able to like be homies with them for a while, and you both have the common interest of trying to elevate. I learned a lot from him for sure.
You
Like,
guys
I learned
always
a
come
lot.
to like a solution at the end of the day.
Yeah, always. And then I'm always gonna also put trust in somebody I know that is, you know, trying to do something. And if I believe in that vision, like I'm gonna add to it and see what I can do on top of that, you know?
And then at the first location, you were in charge of all the photography that was in there, like the promotions. Like that.
I want to say more so just like event stuff, you know? I wasn't still playing too much of a big role when it came to like, sorry, I'm gonna cough with that. My bad. I wouldn't say like, I did all like the e-commerce stuff and like website stuff. It was hard for me to lock in on that, but as far as just like being there, you know, showing face, sitting there day to day for the shop, you know, I was still trying to figure out like more of my avenue and my place, you know. So it was going to the thrifts and fleas, being at events, and then like I would do my own thing, you know, and I was just photos weren't like, I was trying to just shoot people at the shop, you know, but I wasn't doing stuff with the shop, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. I was just trying to put our clothes on other people, take photos, you know, invite people over. But
So how did it transition from like when you guys first met, like you and Adrian, to then opening up that first store?
It's a lot of, it was, I don't know, you know, we met up with the homie, and then that was Levi, and, you know, we began our journey, and then along the way, we saw differences, new people came on board, and, you know, we had a plan to, you know, get a store, like that was a goal, you know.
Yeah.
We were setting up shop in another store at the time called Chance Vintage. Shout out to Chance Vintage, shout out to Soren. He allowed us the opportunity to, like, house us, you know, like let us put merchandise in the store. He takes a tax, and we're also able to like use it as a creative space, like shooting photos, like, you know, and that's kind of like where I started a little of my, you know, inviting models over, having people try on the clothes and shooting kind of thing. So yeah, my bad, I forgot about that. Like that's where it kind of started, that shooting people stuff, because we would first like invite people, like just like when we had bins, bro, we were inviting people to come to another store randomly in the valley, and then set up like a yellow backdrop, since we were like that yellowish kind of aesthetic with the lemon.
Yeah.
We were using that as like our backdrop or kind of theme, and we're just running shoots on people, you know.
So that was when also you kind of first started really shooting projects?
Yeah, that's when we kind of got into like the shooting subjects. Before that, it was all like street photography and like literally being with the homies, and we're smoking or doing whatever bullshit, you know.
What do you prefer now? Still like the street or more on
Street,
subjects?
for sure. Shout out to street. I mean, no knock to, you know, everything else. It's just like me. Like I said, I need some like drink in me to kind of like handle somebody, or like really feel like, you know, feel comfortable and whatever. So usually on the street, I can just zone out, and I can just be like however I want. If I'm drunk, like I can be drunk and faded, but it's the experience that like I'm feeling and how I'm going about the city, you know, or what I run into, or where the night takes me if I take my camera out, you know.
Yeah.
So like I like to keep myself involved in whatever, and whatever I see along the way, I just have a camera there to take a photo of it.
Yeah, cause I have been seeing your street photography recently. Like I know you went to the building with all the graffiti.
Yeah, that was chill. That was cool. I was about to not go too. It was after like a show I went with. It was after a show I went to in Los Globos. It's like a theater in like Silver Lake.
It's close.
Something like that.
That's close from there, like a couple blocks, right?
Yeah.
So it was raining too, and I walked back to the bus. And,
Did you go by yourself?
No, well, not. I went by myself, but I was meeting up with my homie
Okay.
there, and we saw a show, and then that ended, and I walked back, and then my boy was at the towers, and he's like, "Yo, so and so is gonna be up here. They're gonna do like a big piece at the top, and we're gonna paint some stuff. Like, come through." That was my boy Acre. Shout out to Acre. That's the homie. Yeah, he invited me over, and I was about to not go, but then. Luckily, I was able to like find a stop where I could just jump to the other bus, and I just ran to the other side and took that bus all the way down to like Metro Center, something. I forgot where it stops at, but it's like in the middle of downtown. Walk like 4 or 5 blocks down into the building, entered like a little knockdown side gate. It's like a gate with a fat ass hole. Walked through it, and then
They didn't like patch it up.
nah,
Like, they
dude.
just don't
and
care?
I was scared that there was gonna be cops on the corners because they were telling me that it was already hot because it already was getting lit up, you know. So there's at least like this is at least like a weekend maybe or a little less than a weekend that it's like been publicized that oh shit the towers.
Is it still up?
Yeah, it's still up. All of it's still up.
Can you take us and we film another podcast there?
Oh,
I
shit.
wish. You know, literally at that time
Kinda
With
goes
the
there,
toga.
mate.
at that time you could have. At that time you could have.
But now
it
you-
was. I'm not saying you could take like chairs and stuff, but if you just sit on buckets or something, like I'm telling you, people were grilling up there, cooking out, drinking,
Oh,
chilling.
shit.
Really?
Yeah, man, it was a playground, bro. Like the way I could describe it when I went, and that wasn't even probably the most lit night. Like it was probably freshly a few nights before where people weren't hip, cops weren't hip to what was going on, so it was like a free for all, you know. And fools are like, I mean, the fools are just painting, you know what I mean? Like it's chill. Fools are painting, and it's fucking.
How is it now?
Fucking playground. It's locked up. I mean, you can't can't even go in there, you know. But I wish I could go again, you know. And I know I'm not gonna get caught, cause it's fun, man. It's for sure tiring. You're going up a lot of fucking stairs. It's fucking
shit, I
tiring.
forgot
as hell.
about the
No,
I
like,
forgot you don't like the stairs. I know you're not a
Dude,
stairs
stairs,
guy.
yeah,
He's
no
not a
elevator
stairs
and that
guy.
shit, yeah.
He's a fur guy.
There's
but
no
not a stairs
elevator
guy.
in there?
Oh, boy. Not even nothing of that is finished.
Cam could try to turn it on. He knows what he's the electrical guy.
They got lights in there though. But I went at night, so some of the staircase levels just pitch black. So you're just like
Damn.
walking into, and you're you're alone.
Probably wouldn't have made it to
It's
Yeah,
scary.
probably second floor tops, you know?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm kind of scared of the dark, kind of not, you know.
Oh,
wanna go
shit.
to
Are you
Westside?
scared of the dark?
Well, like in a place like that, yeah, I'm scared of the dark.
shit.
Scared of being in the
You
dark.
don't know who's in there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't.
Kate likes it. Huh. But going a little back, when you guys first started the first DTA market,
Yeah.
like how was that experience and like your perspective, like the first one?
Yeah, how did that come about?
Yeah.
The DTA. Well, we were opening a new shop, which is second out. We finally like made it to where we can get a shop, but we were like, you know, what can we do to also like help us raise money in case like you know something goes under. You know what I mean? Like we need to help ourselves and come up with new ideas, come up with new things. You know, and we're like, how about we do a market? We would always do our booths at Rose Ball and at other events we would set up. And we'd always have like drinks, or we would always kind of make it like a fun environment by adding alcohol or music maybe into the mix. We like to throw parties. We knew how to like kind of have fun, you know. So we were like, let's create a market, and that's what we did. So there was games, food, drinks, you know. I mean, obviously it's probably illegal. It's tattoos, like it was not really a lot of markets.
I got like two there.
Yeah, there you go. There was not a lot of markets, I feel like, back then, you know?
If I could be honest, you guys were probably the first market, like the first one to like start it, you know, and then like after that, everybody kind of even like one after that.
Yeah, and
one.
I mean, you know.
And then it came to the point one every fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know?
Yeah, no, every night,
It's
yeah.
like-
But then a lot of them are kind of ass.
Yeah, well, the one that you took me to, the Sanrio one, that one was pretty cool.
Which one was that one?
The one with the Hello Kitty theme.
Oh, that's chill.
When was that?
You don't remember that
It's a
shit?
chill date.
When was
Why
that?
you acting brand new to this situation?
No, I'm just asking which. Sorry.
Big K took me with us too. He drove that day. But going on, like, how was the whole, like, your perspective, like the first one? Did you guys have like goosebumps each? Like,
yeah, I remember we were nervous. I mean, we kind of had the recipe of like, you know, we knew a lot of people already through the vintage, and we were just like, yo, would you be down to do a market? We found a place where it made sense. You know, we did whatever we thought we could for pricing of booth, and you know, we threw this whole event, and you know, I think you were there, no?
Yeah, well, I was at the first one. I think I had a booth at the first one.
Yeah, and and it planned out like as we thought it was gonna be planned out. First one was in the valley, over there, like on Van Nuys, in the cut, like by the freeway, and it was cool.
Oh
man.
shit, I do remember.
People pulled up, we're just like, damn, like it worked, like it, you know, it's a hit, and we're like, fuck it, let's do a second one, and then you know, having a second one. You know, being comfortable and having rent, making sure our expenses are paid for what we need, you know, saving up because we're a new business, you know. You don't know what can happen, you know, so you got to be, like, prepared. So, yeah, we're making things work, and it became its own thing. Like, DTA became its own monster. We were just thinking, like, oh, we'll see how this goes, and then, boom, like, it just took off.
Speaking of DTA, I think a lot of people are wondering, when is the next one?
The next one is on the 6th. It's this weekend.
Oh, April, yeah.
Oh, April
shit,
6th.
it's this weekend.
Yeah.
So I don't know when, you know, you guys will get the podcast, but...
Oh,
whenever.
shit, yeah. Big
But, I
C,
mean,
we gotta get it the day before.
No, whenever you guys want to, but yeah, the 6th. This is gonna be our first one back since the new year. So you know, kind of excited.
What was the long hiatus for?
You know, like you said, like there's a lot. You know, we don't want to like overcrowd things. We want to kind of keep it fresh. See how we can change it, modify it. You know, we're doing it in the heart of downtown, not heart of downtown, Arts District area. Like right, like
Ooh, that's my favorite area.
Yep, it's right by like Truly Bar, right by I think Prime Pizza. I would say. Is that
shit,
there?
you took me there one
It's
day.
not that far
I
from
did,
any of those
I did.
spots.
You remember?
It's
After
like on the-
Truly.
yeah. It's Joe.
Remember we went to the comedy night?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's nice. You should come with us next time. They do a comedy night the last Thursday of each month.
I like to laugh.
Yeah. So then what was next after? So the DTA thing happened. Second half happened, and DTA. Then the revamp of DTA. How was that? The revamp, you know?
Oh shit. Shit. Fuck. The reverb.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fucking. It was nerve-wracking, you know, because, you know, whatever the situation was, we had a lot of, you know, friends with, you know, our old partners, and kind of we were just like, okay, are people going to still support this? Like, are people going to still want to go? Like, how are we going to handle this situation, you know? And shout out to everyone who stayed coming around, you know? For real, like.
I feel like it was better. You know?
It's just, sorry, my bad. You're gonna call. It was dope. You know, we had to modify the space, and the way we had to modify the way we use the space because there's a street right in the middle of it. You know, so it wasn't the same vibe when we came back because we got placed with different rules. So like, you know, there's factors on why things can not dull out, but kind of like stagnate, you know? So we felt like things started to become a little slower, and we didn't want to just throw markets for the sake of markets and click money. Like, we want to make it make sense. We want people to always try to have a good experience being a vendor there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it used to be like, DTA was a thing where it was like, if you didn't make money, you're maybe doing something wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it was like that many people. I felt when I walked around in the early DTAs, it was like a lot of people would always kind of walk away with like money, you know? And that's what we wanted, you know? Your market's not shit if your vendors aren't happy, you know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to like, you know, do, and always have that same vibe. So when we noticed it was kind of getting slower, we just like, we gotta kind of give it a break, you know? So
Is it gonna be at the same spot?
no, it's gonna be in downtown. It's gonna be in downtown.
Is it close by Dover?
No, not that was the. Oh shit! Sorry, man. I'm confused right now on like all topics because we did one at Dover for coming back. Yeah, my bad. Should have smoked.
It's okay. You're doing pretty good.
Oh, my bad. Damn, you were talking about the revamp, and I just fucking went off.
No. I'm talking about the revamp what you're talking about.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
I'm talking about like the location. What's
Oh, the location for the new one?
Mm-hmm. This
The-
one is coming up April 6th.
That's in the Arts District. It's down the street from Angel City Brewery, down the street from Truly Bar. Like
It's kind of near Dover.
It's kind of
it's really not that far. It's like it's more by 4th Street Bridge. Dover is like 6th Street. The revamp
There's a
one.
pasta spot there.
You should take me after this.
All right, we should go.
We should go.
It's fine.
There's a lot of good pasta spots.
Okay, continue.
But what's it called? Yeah, fucking. Talking about that revamp though. I don't know if I felt like I didn't cover it, but yeah, it's just modified and changed. You know, markets and all that
And
stuff.
better energy too, you know?
Yeah, better energy. You know, we did it at that spot by Dover Street, and that was a big ass location. We were trying to think like, okay, how can we do the most vendors? It's a big spot, but it's also more closed in. You know, how can we make this work? And then it was cool for the first like 2, 3, and then again it started to dip. So we're like, okay, how do we like go back to making things work? We went back to the old original location, you know, and then that's where we've been thugging it out since then. Our last one was in November, I think.
Is there anything you guys are gonna change for this market, like with the vendors or?
Less vendors. So because we know how like the current, like how the current scene is with markets and stuff like that, and people throwing markets and having events and stuff.
Yeah.
We want to make it less vendors. Kind of just every other month, maybe, you know, and then just put it in a different spot, more in like where people are. The other markets have been like away from people, not really not residential, but like people where people live, where people walk and things like that.
Or they
So-
walk their dogs and they're like, oh shit. Look,
yeah, that or they're
look,
parking.
Kendall, there's something going on.
They're parking to go to the brewery, or they're parking to go eat. You know, this is
Yeah.
something where we can get a new crowd of people that, you know, have something prominent for the arts district, and then, you know, just say that we don't get to work with Bridgefest, so we want to do that.
And another important question: is there gonna be an after party after?
Oh shit, of course.
Well, we end this one at 10. We want to start ending our markets a little earlier, you know, because it doesn't have
It
to
was
be
ending at what, 11?
11. Yeah, 11 or like closer to 12 when we were doing it before. But it used to be the party, you know. Now it's just like you gotta modify, you know, you gotta adapt. So that's what me and Adrian are doing. We're adapting to anything that comes our way. We're trying to just be better. So you know.
If you don't mind me asking, did you ever go to school for photography? Or?
No, I just picked up the camera and that's it. I wanted to go to like take classes in college, like community college, to like learn lighting and things like that. And I just, you know, been lazy to find the time to sign up or anything. But it's just, you know, figuring out how the camera works, figuring out what I want to shoot, and then I'll just shoot it. You know, I don't do a lot of work. You know, I should be doing a lot more, but everything that I shoot just kind of happens. It happens if it's gonna happen. Like, I don't try too hard for it, but sometimes like if I feel like I need to do it, I'll put more like effort towards it. You know.
Yeah. And speaking of that, like, how did you go from shooting yourself and then like setting up events for other photographers?
Damn, that plays into like, you know, garage space. So after the whole revamp of DTA, during that process of figuring things out again, we were approached by my boy, Acre. Shout out to Acre. Major key into what garage space even, like the reason why it even happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He came to us and said he he wanted to do something, you know, and came to Adrian and was like, "Yo, I want to start something. Let's figure something out. You know, let's do some stuff." And that's what
I like that space.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there were spaces before we were looking at that were beautiful as well, but they just didn't line up. You know, other people offered more money. You know, Pilates place, you know, whatever it is, they didn't trust what we were trying to do.
Damn, you got beat out by Pilates?
Yep. We got
Damn,
beat out by
yes.
cycling classes. Like, we were trying to find a cool location.
Have you
know?
ever tried those classes?
Nah, I'm good. I walk a lot, so that's good for me.
You like to try the goat classes, right?
What's that? It's the GOAT
Enlighten us
classes.
about it.
It's like interactive yoga, you know.
Oh, you take the steamy yoga, hot yoga.
So
There's
he-
different types of yoga.
He basically interacts with the goat doing yoga.
Some with that.
Don't say it like that.
I mean, what else am I gonna say, bro? Like,
They just assist you in your yoga poses.
what?
The goats,
Yeah, because they have a lot of strength in their like hooves.
and they just push up on your like
They
legs
just,
a little bit.
Yeah, they just give you like some pressure.
He tried to make me and Kay go. We were like, now we're not having interactions with the goat.
You gotta try new experiences in life.
Shit, I mean,
You know?
Dom
You guys
can't-
wouldn't get it.
Dom can't be your goat. He can't help you.
Oh,
Stretch.
Not yesterday when you had the honey.
Oh my.
Shit was crazy last night.
Maybe
Do we get
yesterday,
it? Do we
but
get into that?
Oh shit, we'll get it after, you know. But so with Garage Space, you guys like literally. I remember when you guys did it. You guys threw that shit into a party, bro. Like
That
it was like emotion,
Oh, I
bro.
get crazy when people.
they had to like drag me out of there. Like,
Yeah,
You
I
were lit like
remember.
that?
like
Yeah.
Rob Deerdeck in that
No
one
way.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I get so excited when people talk
I
about
was.
it. And
I
they're-
thought I was having a regular cookie.
Oh, Dave's Bakery cookie.
It was not.
Shout out to Dave's Bakery. They
Well,
have
because
really
I
good
couldn't believe it.
cookies.
I was like, because I paused, I tasted it first.
Yeah.
Right, I had a little bite.
You
Pause.
like how it tasted?
It was
Yeah,
like
put you
peanut
there.
butter something, but it was gas.
Yeah, of course.
And it was like it tasted like a regular cookie. Like it tasted like that good. Like I didn't taste no cannabis and
Oh my god, I ate the whole thing.
no canna butter. And so I probably ate like half. And then
That's enough.
they were telling me like, "Why are you eating that much?" And I was like, "Bro, what? It's fucking gas." And then they're like, "Yeah, but it's like infused." And I'm like, "Nah, it's not infused."
Was that the night of your?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Oh,
mine.
this was after. Or
It was
during?
during.
Oh, you weren't that messed up until what Dana told me, but yeah.
Yeah, I think she was my handler.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. What a situation. But go like Garage Space, like, how did that come about? Even like you were kind of talking about it, but like with the party and like
So
you're
yeah.
just a party animal, by the way.
He is. That boy drinks. Yeah, our boy Akers, like, you know, I wanted to open up this, you know, he wanted to open up a graph shop. You know, he wanted to, like, you know, have something like that. But we're also like, how do we make sense in that mix? How do we make something help? Like, how do we help something kind of take off or put some batteries behind it to like make it do
Like, what
something?
can be your role in
Yeah,
this?
what can be our role in what he's telling us? And that's where we're looking at spots, and we're like, we'll be in an event space. We're already doing DTA.
Yeah.
I've been to my own events, you know. I've been hosted in some, and I've always felt like, not that I can do my own, but I can explore it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know people that want to host things, let them host it, you know, in whatever space we have. But when we finally landed that spot, it was between us and Justin Bieber, and he wanted that space to open
What
up.
spot did he want?
Drew, he wanted the garage space.
Oh, really?
He wanted
Oh,
Garage
Can you
Space.
give
shit.
advice to like
Yeah.
people that want to open up a store? Like, how do you beat out a celebrity in getting a space?
The landlord was like, so how many people are you guys gonna have? And we go, oh, like maybe anywhere from like 300, 200, maybe 500 people.
Yeah.
And then I guess when he asked him Justin Bieber the same question, he's like close to maybe 1,000, 2,000, because you know if he says I'm having a store, whatever publicly, and he Bieber head in the you know is gonna be in that little spot, so he kind of scared off the landlord. So
Oh,
you know he
interesting.
could have paid whatever to keep that and have his own little store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He could have done his own private events, and that would have been his little space for his clothing brand. But
Do you know where he ended up getting a spot at?
I don't even think he has a spot.
yeah, he doesn't have a spot. That brand
He
did
just
bad.
wanted that one spot.
I think the brand did bad. Like I don't even think it did good.
Damn.
I also think that's probably why.
Street's not wearing jewelry, you think?
I don't
Huh?
even think
They're not
so.
wearing jewelry, you think? Like,
Who, people?
yeah.
I mean, I wear when I go to sleep, but I mean, I don't wear
There you
it
go.
all day, you know.
Well, if you're only wearing it to go to sleep, then
Sleepy clothes.
yeah,
Tuck you in.
it's probably not doing that good.
Danny took me in. You know.
What? Speaking of what does good, what do you mean by that? But speaking of what does good, you know, you've had second now, this spot now.
Yeah.
What what usually does good, like in terms of selling for clothes?
Cool jackets. I feel like having really cool jackets, good sports stuff, good memorabilia, just cool stuff. Is good. Like those things always sell, but that's like my favorite piece to any outfit's a jacket. You know.
Yeah.
And I feel like
What
that,
type
and it
of
makes sense
jackets
in the
usually
sales,
is it?
Sports stuff, and I like wrestling. We like selling wrestling stuff. Kind of obviously the more rare stuff, you know, leathers,
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know, promotional stuff. But yeah, I think jackets are like a big thing, and then cool pants maybe.
Has your curation changed from like when you guys first started, like the first location, and then to this one now?
Yeah, you know, before it was just t-shirts.
Right.
That's all it was. It was just t-shirts. It was
Yeah.
just trying to find the coolest t-shirt and having the most of it, you know. And then it changed into when you have a shop, now you gotta, you know, find other things like pants or like a little fit or like, you know, other stuff. So we were, you know, now we have to keep an eye out for like other things, you know. And you know, when we opened a store, we had other partners in there to consign clothing.
Yeah.
So they were finding stuff. Like, so we had like 2 women vendors, and they were providing female pieces, you know.
Yeah.
It was chill. It was dope. You know, they were finding cool shit. And it spoke when people walked in, and they loved it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The creation's changed. It's not ours, but it's also other people's, you know.
Yeah, Big Mike. Who's your biggest inspiration?
Damn.
I don't know. It's a big question.
I don't. It's just like all the things that you've done. Like it something has to be like inspiring you. You know.
Because I'm sure, you know, like to some photographers out there, some artists, you know, you're a big inspiration because you've helped people be able to showcase their own art, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
So where do you get it from?
I don't know. It's, I guess the how do I say it? I guess the drive, where I kind of feel like I get the drive from, is like Adrian. You know, I see his drive for how he handles things. So I try to, like, and I see what we do works, and obviously it comes from thinking and doing. You know.
Right.
So I try to, like, you know, kind of be on that same timing, like learn. You know. But inspiration, like, I don't know. I don't want to be like, oh, you know, Adrian inspires me. You know, like.
I mean, basically,
he's
like having a good home, like a bunch of good homies that help you and you help each other out.
There's some photographers that, I mean, you know, probably Stevan. He's a famous LA photographer. His track record and his history of just a person who has picked up a camera and has befriended another person, and they go and venture out and do their thing. When I learned his story, I was like, this makes sense, you know, like having people around you to elevate what you're doing and vice versa, and you guys do things for each other, you know?
Yeah.
So I would say probably, you know, he's an inspiration because I compare some of what he goes through to kind of what I'm doing, and obviously my journey's not even close to done yet, so and that guy's, he's an OG, he's like 50-something or, you know, late 40s or something like that, but, you know, I'm trying to, like, see where my path's going to take me, so I try to, you know, follow work ethics or like, you know, try to put myself out there, be in the scene. You got to be outside to, like, you know, do shit. So,
speaking of not being done yet, what else do you have in store? Like any upcoming projects or like maybe new ventures that you're working on?
I have this brand Snipe. We put a hold on some stuff, but we're trying to, like, figure out another issue and drop another issue. It's like a clothing brand that my boy asked me to be a part of, and I've been helping out, you know, doing a lot of photo work, you know, like promotion or telling people about it, or even having like a space to even launch it, you know, when we had garage space. So, you know, I don't know exactly when we'll have a date on like what we're doing with Snipe yet, but I just know something is in the works. Film and Friends, I have a Film and Friends coming up soon in on the 20th, 420. We're gonna host it in here in No Ordinary, gift shop, and yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna empty out the whole store. I'm gonna put photos everywhere. You know, I'm already getting submissions in, so it's chill. You know, I'm looking forward to that. It's like the next thing.
Yeah, and if you could give, the viewers some long-lasting advice for any creatives out there, photographers, artists, whatever, what could you say to them?
Just keep doing it, whatever you're doing, no matter what field it is. Keep putting your best foot forward. Always trying to find a solution out of things. You know, there's been many of times where I've wanted to like just give up, but I got people around me not letting me give up, and then that energy goes back when they feel that same way. Right. You know, so not giving up and just keep pushing. It's a whole thing. You know, a lot of days. You know, I mean, like nowadays, a lot of people feel like it's just gonna happen overnight. You know, and I still have that feeling like fuck, it's overnight. I wish it can just like everything take off and we're set. But I know it's just so much more of a journey than that. You know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just stay along for the journey too. Another piece of advice, like, just gonna be a lot of ups and downs that are gonna like derail you, or you're not gonna want to keep pushing or keep going. But whatever it is you have your mindset on, like you just gotta keep pushing whatever it is that you love doing, And that's what it is with a lot of this creative shit.
It's beautiful.
It's never set in stone, this creative stuff, and you always gotta be working. Like that's what it is for creative. It's like you struggle a lot for sure, But however we're gonna make it happen is what we're doing,
Yeah.
Wow. So basically, do what you need to do.
Yeah, do what you need to do. Being responsible is not easy either. So it's always like you're always gonna have struggles, but keep your head on straight, and just keep going forward.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. I know you're a big inspiration to everybody. A lot of people that work with you, that come to this space, they look up to you and stuff. That's beautiful,
I
man.
appreciate it. People that I've met through Garage Space. I still wanted to touch on Garage Space a little more.
Yeah.
I feel like I keep jumping topics and shit. No. But yeah, man. When Acre came to us with Garage Space, we had that big ass spot, that paint shop. You know where it was at inside?
Yeah.
It was that paint shop, but we're like, how do we make everything else work? So that's when I came up with. We had a grand opening art show. So I was like, okay, let me get all my homies who shoot. Let me get some people that I know that are pretty good in what they do, and we all kind of combined forces with photographers that we knew, or that I knew, through like artists that my boy knew, and who knew graffiti artists, and they were really good, and they have somewhat of a name themselves. So I was like, okay, this would be a cool little thing, grand opening of Garage Space. Like, what's this gonna be like? We'll have some cars in the front. Our homie Stat just did a whole mural on the side, Garage Space, crazy. And let's have an event, and boom, everyone and their mother showed up, like fucking
yeah, it'll be packed in there,
bro. The first one was like the blueprint to like everything, man. Like people that have never met us, to people that we've like haven't seen in a while, to so many faces at that spot, man. It was so sick. It was like a crazy night. Like there'd never be like no other Garage Space shit. Like it was pretty crazy, man.
I remember getting tacos, and then I moved through like the whole crowd, and then after I got like through it finally, I was like, "Fuck, I forgot napkins." I had to go all the way back.
That's funny,
So
man.
Kay usually carries napkins around him, so
But yeah, man. And then Film and Friends too. That's where the birth of Film and Friends happened. It's an expensive spot. It was like a lot of money to keep open. We weren't even like not focused on making money, but it takes time to make money for a business.
Yeah.
We were just focused on keeping the lights on and keeping the thing open. So we were like, what event do we come up with? And we had to come up with it now and make things happen. I was like, fuck it. I've met a lot of people. I've been a part of a lot of shows already. I've put my work out there, and let me see if I can create that experience for somebody else and make something, And we had the space. You saw it was like a house almost,
Yeah.
Let's do something. And boom, first flyer I made on a story. I used a photo that I took of like a little doll that the homie Icy Whip gave me. It was a little AOL logo. I took a picture of it. I put some words around it. I said looking for artists, put a caption. It was like around May maybe. I was gonna have it. And yeah, I fucking they were filming friends and that shit went wild. You know, and I wasn't even expecting. Now I remember being so nervous for it.
Yeah.
You know, I remember being like
to get artists and
gonna
stuff?
yeah, like
Yeah.
am I gonna get anyone to submit? Like, you know, I'm not the brightest, so like as far as like setting everything out and like I'm like my shit looks like a party flyer. Like I'm sending people information and shit, you know? But I'm just trying to like be as detailed as I can possible about what they're gonna be going into, you know, and there you go. You know
How
people
is it dealing and
enjoying
like organizing with all those people?
it's
Because I know
just-
it was like what, like 80 photographers.
for this show, yeah. When I started out, it was like 60. I said 60, but I think I accepted a little more than that.
Yeah.
Because I was new to everything, putting up people's work, like all that stuff. So I was like, I just kind of threw myself in the flame and I figured it out, you know. It's kind of hectic, you know, dealing with a lot of people's DMs.
Is
But-
it easier now?
A little bit, you know, kind of feels like
More comfortable?
making more time for it. Like,
Okay.
you know, I deal with it better, I feel. And I'm still not the best. I'm still always trying to find ways to just improve or like have a good event. Because that's all I want to do is have a good event. You know what I mean? I want people to enjoy themselves, people to be seen, you know? So, yeah. After that, like, they were cool, you know? And we needed to, like, also make some money to upkeep the space. Like, we were never, like, pocketing any of the money. Like, everything went to, like, keeping the doors open
Yeah.
so we can run another thing.
Yeah,
We
so
can
you
make
guys
something else
just
poppin',
wanted
you know?
to keep doing shit for the community.
Yeah, I mean,
basically.
you know, and through that, you know, you never know. You get sponsors,
Yeah.
you get things like that, and that's what pays for the bills. People who want to like put their stuff. So that's when you don't have to charge, or that's when you don't have to like, you know,
Yeah.
because we were free entry for a long time until the final show when they kicked us out. It was like the only time we ever charged as far as the garage space. Like we charged $2 one time, but that was because like okay, we have to make rent. Like
Yeah.
we didn't want to, but we didn't know how people would receive it. But it was fine. People didn't mind paying $2, you know, and people still loved the event. It was a great turnout. You know, I'm always nervous before every event. Like even to this day,
Like yesterday.
what was yesterday?
The ambiente.
Oh yeah, yeah, nervous. Yeah, I was nervous, you know, for sure. Cause
Which show
framing
has
and
made
shit.
you like the most nervous? I would imagine it's like one of the first, like the first DTA maybe.
yeah, it was like one of the first DTAs. Damn. I don't know. I just get the same feeling before all shows, you know. A little. I was just wondering how it's gonna be if people are gonna show up, you know. If we're gonna want to come out and actually support, or how's this gonna be, you know.
That always does good.
Yeah, so far, you know. Keep my fingers crossed, you know.
It's gonna keep going, you know.
I mean, I hope, you know. But thank you to everyone who's always ever been to anything I've ever thrown or anything any other team has ever done, you know. We're just creative, just trying to make it happen.
For the rest of 2024, what else do you have planned? Like
More ambientes, more filming friends, looking for different locations, different venues. You know, this one's gonna be here for now, but planning to go somewhere else after, you know. Keep it traveling. You know, I'm thinking of a hometown one. There's a lot of creatives that in the Valley, especially that the Valley did never had a space.
Yeah.
I feel like for certain scenes and certain parts, yeah, but like the way Garage Space did it, I feel like it's never been done, you know? And only a handful of the Valley got to like experience that, you know? Not even like a lot of people. So to bring more creatives out this area, you know, I'm planning on like doing something like that in the later year, you know? Taking it back to maybe like Canoga or something, you know? What's it called? What else we got? More DTAs, you know, more DTAs. Bridgefest, you know.
You guys are doing another one?
I think so. I think it's gonna happen. You know, it's not up to us, but that's what we're aiming for. You know, they asked us last year, and I hope they ask us again because that shit was popping. And I only felt it was popping because we were there. Because they threw in the year before. Mid. Not mid, but like, you know, like it wasn't like.
Is that one of your favorite DTAs?
Yeah, the Bridge Fest was crazy, man. And I was running the store because we had a art show at Garage Space that day.
Yeah.
That day. Hold up, my bad. Ugh. We had an art show at Garage Space that day, so I had to watch it. I had to make sure somebody else's event was good, and then I dipped and I Ubered out to like the last 3 hours of Bridge Fest. It was an all-day thing, but everyone was cooked, but the vibes were all there, man. Yeah, it was sick, bro. That's just crazy, and I still feel like it felt so surreal.
Yeah.
Cause everyone's here, like half the city, like in this area is here, like it was cool. It was sick.
And if we could just end it right here, like what other inspiration can you give people? Like, cause I know people look up to you, you know, cause they see everything that you do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm not perfect, you know. I'm not, you know, I struggle with like even, you know, just trying to get up in the morning and do shit sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, you know, just fucking hang in there. Shit's gonna be bad sometimes, but you just gotta keep doing it, you know? That's literally just do what you love. Sometimes you don't have it all there, you know, like I feel like that. I don't know if people ever looked at me and been like, you know, he's probably doing good or whatever. Like I'm still trying to figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
I'm still trying to make things happen, so everything's gonna come within time, so if you feel like you're struggling or you feel like you're in a different spot that you shouldn't be, you know, just know you'll get there. You just got to keep putting your head forward, you know.
Where can people find you, Big Mike? Tell us your ads.
They can find me chilling at the shop.
Address?
At No Gift Shop on Vineland, 4944 Vineland Avenue, North Hollywood.
Let's go.
California. I don't know the area code. But yeah, come through. I'm chilling here. Or you can find me on Instagram at film.org. FILMDOTORG. Yeah, or yeah.
DTA.
DTA, you can find me there.
Ambiente.
Ambiente, you can find me dancing in the crowd.
Oh shit.
taking
Garage
photos.
space.
Yeah. Garage, I mean, you know, RIP the location. Oh, shout out to Garage Art Supply. My boy Aker runs it. It's a paint shop. It's a paint shop, but it's located in Coldwater and Victory. Still in North Hollywood, just a little more down from here. They're doing shit, you know. They're selling paint. They're getting this shit popping with all graffiti supplies. But on top of that, they're throwing shows. You know, we've organized some shows in there too. So, you know, we're just, if it can be all good again and fucking we'll have another space, that'd be dope. But for now, my boy got his thing running over there and the shit's going good. So,
Oh yeah.
you know, just chill.
Thank you, Big Mike. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
Let's
Learned a
go.
lot.
There's a lot. I know there's a lot to, I still have more to say, but we got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Hopefully we get a part 2 maybe
two, yeah.
next time with
I think we do need to do a part
he doesn't
2.
like to be on camera.
with the other guy. We'll have him
Oh, with the
covered
other
like
guy,
the
yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
You can deepen his voice and fucking blur it out. Yeah, blur his face out. Put his little hand tats and shit.
Well, thank you. Let's tune in to the next episode.
The
Today
man you've
Studios.
been waiting for. The drum beater.